Manchester United have revealed the cost of last season, and it is colossal. A combination of the highest wage bill in Premier League history, big transfer fees and the failure to qualify for the Champions League have contributed to losses of £115.5 million. The latest set of financial figures cover the year to the end of June, and although revenues rose by 18% to £583 million, the club was still significantly in deficit. It means that United's net debt has leapt 22% to a figure beyond £500 million. The period in question also saw the departure of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the man who stepped in as interim boss, Ralf Rangnick. The payoffs to them and their associated staff have also been factored into these figures. The dividends of £33.6 million were paid to shareholders, and in the main, that means the Glazer family, who continue their ownership of the club despite protests against their stewardship from some sections of the United supporters.
United want to see success on the pitch, as does the fan base. Manchester United has the capacity to take on more borrowing, and indeed the club might need to do that if it wants to expand Old Trafford to something close to 90,000. I think it's more of an irritant from the fans' point of view that the club hasn't delivered and met their expectations. But the markets are pretty sanguine. The share price barely moved when the results were announced, and of course those debt figures were included. But I think it's annoying for Manchester United fans that when the club was acquired by the Glazer family in 2005, £600 million was borrowed, and then it's still, that £600 million is still outstanding today.
Well, Manchester United supporters trusts have responded to the financial results. They say the results confirm that the owners were the only ones in the Premier League to pay themselves a dividend last year. There's nothing wrong in principle with companies paying dividends to owners, but there should be no rewards for failure, and that is what we see here. Via the Fans Advisory Board and the Fans Forum, MUST representatives will now be calling for an urgent review of the club dividend policy to ensure that the rewards for failure we're seeing revealed today are not repeated.